LeZevo likes to talk about life while he's shooting people in the face. LeZevo.
What is going on, everybody? It's LeZevo here, and I just got in from doing a bunch of yard work, which kind of blows, but when you get older, it's crappy stuff like that you got to do. Maybe some of you younger guys are being made to do it anyway. Maybe when my daughter gets a little older, I can get her out there trimming some hedges or something. But anyway, what I thought I would do is bring you guys a little question and answer video. I've been sort of collecting questions as I get them for a while, and it's sort of always been my goal to do one of these videos. I think I got enough to actually put together a video. This is not going to be my last Q&A ever, so if there's something that I don't answer in this video that you want to know, please leave me the question in the comments or send me a YouTube message. And you can even send it to me via Twitter, however you want to do it. And I'll make sure to save those up as I go. And when I get enough to do a video, I'll go ahead and knock it out. But real quick, this gameplay is a domination gameplay where I'm using the AK-47, not the submachine gun 74U, but the actual AK-47. So bringing you guys a little bit different variation with my guns and stuff. So anyway, I'll jump right into it now, I guess. First question is, what do you use to record and edit your videos? And I get this question quite a bit, actually, which seems like a simple question, but basically to record my videos, I use the Hauppauge HD PVR, which is, I believe, the consensus recording device. It uses the component inputs from your Xbox or PS3, and it's sort of a pass-through. So, excuse me. So, your Xbox will basically input into the HD PVR, and then you'll have an output that goes from the HD PVR out to your TV, and there's also a USB cable that plugs into your laptop or PC or Mac or whatever, and you can record your gameplay using the software that comes with it. And it's by far the best thing out there, I think, in terms of quality of gameplay. The one downside is it doesn't do HDMI, and most of the guys that record using HDMI use the, I think it's called the Blackmagic PVR or something like that, and it's made by a different company, but it has HD inputs. But I've compared quality to both, and pretty much to the naked eye, or at least on YouTube, you're not going to notice the difference. But I still think there is a slight difference, and I like the HD PVR quality better. As far as editing my videos, if it's a basic, simple commentary like this is right here, I'm going to go ahead and use Windows Movie Maker. I think it's just sort of the easiest thing. There's not a whole lot of editing that I have to do. You can trim your videos pretty easy, and add an audio track over a video track, and it's really simple. And but I did recently get Sony Vegas, and to me it's pretty advanced in terms of editing, at least from what I'm experienced with. Compared to Windows Movie Maker, it's like launching a space shuttle. That's what I like to say. But it does a lot of cool stuff. There's a ton of different abilities and techniques and things that you can use with Sony Vegas, which if I'm looking to do a particular thing for a video, I might have to break out Sony Vegas and kind of get my feet wet trying to figure out different techniques. So when it calls for it, or when I feel like I need it, then I'll go ahead and use it. But as for like the day-to-day commentary, I'm just going to knock it out with Windows Movie Maker. It just seems to be easier. So I guess that answers my question. Next question is, can you add me to your friends list? Unfortunately, my friends list is full. When I first started this commentary deal, in the beginning, I was kind of adding everybody I could, and it seems like my friends list is filled up quickly doing that. And so what I'm trying to do is every once in a while I'll go through, and the people that I don't play with, or the people that are on my friends list that I haven't signed on in a long time, I'll go ahead and take them off. And I'll add some people in as they come. But for the most part, if you send me a friend request, I'm not going to be able to add you. But what I do promise to do is hold open lobbies as often as I can. I know I've promised the next one, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, that I'm going to host an open lobby. And I'll just throw it out there right now that when that time comes, that's like a huge milestone for me. And so I'll make it a point to play with every one of you that sends me a message, whether that's all in one night, or whether that's over the course of a couple nights. I don't know, but I will say I'll promise to play with everyone that sends me a message when I get there. So if you want to play with me sooner than later, go ahead and spread the word about my channel. Help me out. Help me to get to 1,000, and that would be awesome. You guys are the best. I've told you that a lot. So next question. This is kind of a big question, kind of a long question, I guess. When you play, obviously there's a different strategy for each game type, but are there any strategies that you tend to use no matter what you're playing, like class setup or certain guns or methods of staying alive? Okay, there's kind of a lot to that question, and I'm going to try and answer it as simply as I can. In terms of strategies that I use all the time, number one, I guess, would be reload and cover as often as you can. So if you're close to something, like a wall or a box or something, you want to get behind that before you hit the reload button. So just get in the habit of reloading when you're safe, when you're protected, or when you're, I guess, least exposed. That's something that works for every game type. Let's see. Another one would be don't sprint around corners. That's a good one. I know you tend to see me when I approach a corner. I'll sort of walk around it and be ready to fire as I come around the corner. That works for every game type too. Don't sprint around corners, particularly if you don't know what's around that corner. That usually gets you killed. A couple of guys that I play with, they always say running and reloading is what gets you killed. You saw me do a drop shot right there. That's an effective technique in almost any game type you're playing too. In order to do that, you'll have to switch your controller to the tactical layout, which switches the knife button and the crouch button. So now knife will become the B button. And if you're playing Xbox, I don't know what that is. Circle, I think, if you're playing PS3. And if you click the right thumbstick down, you'll lay prone. That's the best way to handle that. Use the guns that are most effective. If you guys are struggling out there, there's a reason that the FAMAS and the AK-74U are called noob weapons. That's because they're the best guns in the game. That's a consensus. You'll do the best with them. So if you can, don't be ashamed. Don't feel like if you're struggling that you can't pull out those weapons. That's I hate people that are like, oh, you're using a noob gun. Well, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and run around with a pistol if I'm, going negative every game. It's like when I'm struggling, sometimes you just need a little confidence boost. And so you can go to one of those classes and just sort of, build up your confidence a little bit before you start trying things. You got to play with a clear head. You get frustrated in this game, it does not help you. I guess those are some techniques. I don't know if you guys have anything more specific than that. I know that's real kind of general, but if you guys have any specific questions, go ahead and be a little bit more descriptive, and I'll try and answer those a little better. Next question is, what sensitivity do you play on? I play on the default sensitivity of 3. I know that's kind of what's been recommended in order to have the most accurate aim, and I feel that that's true. The only exception to that would be if I'm sniping, or I know if you saw my LeZevo video where I was using the Dragunov, but I went ahead and bumped up my sensitivity to 4, and I've even played around on 5 when I'm sniping. I don't get too much higher than that. It seems like I just lose control beyond that. There are some guys that are able to play, like Ronaldinho, I heard, plays on like 9 or 10 sensitivity, which is insane. But if you're, play whatever you're comfortable with. If whatever you feel like you have the best control of your shots and, the best chance of getting on target, use that. So how do you gain subscribers? This is a hard one because I don't feel like I'm even that high in subscribers. But I know that the number one thing that's going to help you is exposure, whether that be through the forums, whether that be through leaving comments and interacting with other YouTube members. However you go about that, you need to get yourself exposure. There's tons of content on YouTube, and the genre of commentating has sort of become saturated, I think. And so you have to distinguish yourself a little bit from the next guy, and also just network, interact with other people. Don't feel like you can just put out videos and that people are going to come to you. You got to kind of be active and go out and interact with as many people as you can. And last question here before the video ends, where did you come up with LeZevo? At the time, I was, me and my roommate, one of the guys I play with, Dr. Zulk, we were living together, and we signed up for Xbox Live on the original Xbox, and we sort of came up with it from, it's a combination of my last name, his last name, and he drives a Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. So we kind of combined them all and came up with LeZevo. It sounded cool, so it stuck. But I didn't even get through all my questions here. I know I got some more, so maybe I'll knock out another video just to finish up these questions. But like I said, if you guys have anything more, shoot them over to me, and I'll try and just keep a running tally on these things. And whenever I get enough for a video, I'll go ahead and knock it out. So that's it, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll get at you later. Thanks.